Hello everybody and welcome to the Money Man. Now today I've got some banknotes that are not the easiest to get hold of in terms of circulating currencies because they actually come from a very small nation that is situated in East Asia, and I'm talking about the country of Brunei. So I've got 5 banknotes to show you. It's not a complete set because Brunei banknotes, the denominations go really high and it's a very high value currency. So yeah, I don't have that many, but the ones I've got to show you are really cool. Now if you want to get hold of these, you can find them on eBay, but you're going to be paying much more than face value, obviously, but much more because the cash supply just isn't that big, and I'll explain why in a moment. So I'll start off with the lowest denomination, which is the 1 Brunei dollar note, and here it is. So really fantastic designs. You'll see that in every single banknote that I show you today, we've actually got the reigning monarch, and this is the Sultan of Brunei right here. Now, I won't go into too much detail about the history or imagery of the banknotes. We'll just roughly go over them and admire them for their aesthetic beauty, because they're very beautiful banknotes. You can see we've got this lovely clear window here that's got a mosque in the background. And we see that flowers are represented on the other banknotes as well. You will see that in a moment. And here we've got the sigil or coat of arms of Brunei. And yeah, very nice. And we've actually got the signature of the Sultan as well. So very interesting. His signature is on all of the banknotes. Now if we spin it around and look at the back, we've got a wonderful complex here with that mosque just over to the left. I don't actually know what this is, but I imagine it's of some key importance. Maybe it's some kind of national museum or part of the presidential palace complex. Who knows? I've never been to Brunei. I would love to go, but never actually been. Now the interesting thing about the Brunei dollar is that it's actually pegged to the Singaporean dollar. So you'll see actually a lot of similarities between the Singaporean dollar and Brunei dollar in terms of the denominations that they issue, and also they've done some commemorative banknotes that sort of celebrate that fact that they've pegged their currencies to each other. So the next one I have is the 5 Brunei dollar bill, and again, fantastic colour scheme. We've got a different flower in the centre, and you can see we've actually got the minaret of that mosque, but it's a different angle of the building in the clear window. But very nice, really nice banknotes, and the patterns that flow through them are very attractive as well. So yeah, spin it around and look at the back. And we've got, I think that is part of that same complex that was featured on the $1, but I could be wrong. But we've got a wonderful fountain in the middle here. So this is obviously of some keen importance. So yeah, very nice, beautiful banknotes. Okay, let's have a look at the next one. Now the next one is the 10 Brunei dollar note, and here it is. And I love the colour scheme of this. Really nice, sort of that like fiery red and an orange. Very good. Again, you can see that we've got a different shaped window with a denomination of 10, but we've got another mosque right there. So you can see that obviously Brunei is an Islamic nation that is run under Islamic law, and we've got another, and obviously that's represented in all the banknotes, and we've got another flower there as well. So yeah, very beautiful, very attractive banknotes. Spin it around and look at the back, and you can see we've got that same mosque that is represented in the clear blue window that's got 4 massive minarets. And this is a hot tourist attraction, I believe, in the centre of Brunei. It's very beautiful building, and actually it tells you what it is in the local language, but obviously I can't read it, so that's kind of sad. But yeah, really nice, very attractive banknotes. Okay, the next one I have is the 20, and this is a really fantastic banknote because actually it is a commemorative in some respects. So here we go. Okay, so I love the colour scheme of this, it's really nice. Now you can see some different design elements. You can see now what we have is we have this star here, which actually shows the denomination of 20 when the light catches it. So we've got a different variety of security features, and you can see that in the clear window, which is wonderfully ornate, we've got the coat of arms or sigil of Royal Brunei right there. And again, lovely patterns that go through this banknote. So this is not the regular 20, this is the commemorative, and if I spin it around you'll see why in a moment, but we've got another flower depicted in the middle there. So let's have a look at the reverse. Now this is why it's commemorative. You can see that this is celebrating the currency interchangeability agreement, which was done in 1967. So it's celebrating 40 years of the currency of Brunei being pegged to the Singaporean dollar. So obviously you've got a representation of Singapore on the left, and you've got a representation of Brunei on the right, because they're both, in many respects, essentially city-states, and you know, they've mutually supported each other. And you can see we've actually got the lion of Singapore right there, and we've got the sort of royal crest of Singapore, of Brunei, sorry, right there. So yeah, so this is a really, really interesting banknote. Very nice. Okay, now the last one I've got is arguably the most impressive, and this one is really, really cool. Here is the $50 Brunei dollar bill. I really like this. It's a very impressive banknote. Lovely colour scheme. And what you've got here actually is the coronation of the current Sultan, just right there, which is really, really fascinating. And I like the ornate patterning that goes around the sigil here. Very nice. And you've got this larger window with the Sultan again represented. And I like this image of him in full military uniform with all his medals. It looks really cool. So if we spin it around and look at the back, really interesting on the back as well. So you can see that I believe it's the Sultan again being embraced, and it says 50th anniversary of His Majesty's accession to the throne. So this is also a kind of a commemorative banknote as well, which was produced in 2017. So very, very nice. Fitting that it's a $50 bill, as the denomination matches the 50th anniversary of the accession of the current Sultan to the throne. So it's very interesting, and I like how you've got the 50s just moving out through the right side of the note here. So yeah, that's everything I have for you today. I'm hoping to get hold of a few more Brunei banknotes, because they're just very, very, very beautiful and very desirable. So yeah, let me know what you think about these wonderful polymer notes. Do you have any Brunei notes in your collection? They're definitely worthwhile getting hold of, because their values do go up. Some of the older Brunei paper notes are exceedingly expensive and highly collectible. So that's all I have for you today. Let me know, give me a like if you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys on the next one. It's the Money Man, signing out for now. Bye bye.